Okay, so magandang umaga po on a Saturday morning, November 21, 2020. Ako po muli si Manuel Boy Mejorada dito sa ating kabilang channel, ang Coffee Break by Manuel Mejorada podcast. At katulad po sa sinabi ko sa aking teaser, ay mag-iiba po tayo ng topic ngayon. Dahil kung minsan nakakasawa na rin pag puro na lang politika at mga controversies ang ating pinag-uusapan. Today, we will talk about something very, very positive. At ito pong pag-uusapan natin ay marami po hanggang ngayon ay ito pa rin po ang nasa isip nila, ito pa rin po ang pinag-uusapan nila. Pero bago po yan, papakita ko muna po itong very short video para po mag-introduce sa atin sa ating maging subject for today. Rabiya Mateo was simply amazing when she walked onto that stage in Baguio City early this month. The way she walked and carried herself, she looked regal and stunning. But she didn't just become Miss Universe Philippines, taking the easy path. She really worked hard for it. As this video shows, Rabiya wasn't a standout 3 years ago when she joined the culmination activity for the Rowena Diaz Personality Development Program in Iloilo City. Her moves were still a little clumsy. A lack of confidence was easily noticeable. But Rabiya was one determined lady. She rehearsed and rehearsed her catwalk. She practiced her communication skills. Until she joined Miss Iloilo in January 2020, where she won the crown. But how did she transform into the woman who wowed everybody just 3 weeks ago? It wasn't easy. Rabiya proved that no goal is too high to be unreachable. She aspired to become Miss Universe Philippines. And she now wears the crown. Okay, so balik po tayo sa ating live stream dito sa Coffee Break by Manuel Mejorada. At alam niyo po, sa bawat nagiging beauty queen, sa bawat nagiging champion in the field of athletics at sa kahit anumang larangan ng ating buhay, ay kadalasan po ay meron niyang mentor na tinatawag. Yung pong tao o mga tao na tumulong sa isang naging champion, naging beauty queen na maabot niya ang kanyang mga panaginip. At ngayong umaga po ay pag-uusapan po natin ang ating ang naging daan ni Rabiya Mateo, Miss Universe Philippines, kung paano po na nakarating siya sa pinapangarap ng karamihang Filipina. Almost every Filipino woman aspires to be Miss Philippines. Hindi rin po, bihira po o kukunti lang talaga. Very few make it to the finals, and certainly every year, isang babae lang po talaga ang kinokoronahan na Miss Universe Philippines. At ngayong umaga ay mapalad po tayo dahil kasama natin ngayon ang kaibigan ko rin dyan sa Iloilo na siya po ang isa sa pinaka-instrumental, we can put it that way, no? She was one of the most instrumental individuals na talaga pong yung parang pinorma niya, no? Pinorma niya, binuo niya yung personality ni Rabiya, hindi lamang po sa isang linggo, hindi lamang po sa isang buwan, hindi lamang po sa isang taon, kundi mahabang panahon na po. At dahil dito, naangkin ni Rabiya ang tagumpay. At let's welcome to our live stream. At excited ako because this will be my first live stream na may guest tayo. Kaya medyo may mga fumble tayo sa technical side, pagpasensya na niyo po. But ang mahalaga is we will be able to bring you into the backstage, yung tinatawag, di ba? Kasi ang mga bagay na ito ay hindi ninyo nakikita. Ang nakita lang ng buong bansa, ang nakita lang ng buong mundo ay si Rabiya Mateo. Doon na po sa Baguio City nung nakaraang 3 linggo, no? 3 linggo na yata, no? Diyan po at yung siyang nagwagi as Miss Universe Philippines. Ang ating bisita ngayon po ay si Rowena Weng Diaz, no? At sandali, ano ko? Okay. Sandali, kasi hindi pa niya na ano yung mic niya. I-click lang yung yan. Okay. So, kasama po natin ngayon si Rowena Weng Diaz ng Rowena Diaz Personality Development Center diyan sa Iloilo. Naging kasama ko noon sa broadcast industry. At sa napakatagal na panahon, siya po ang merong center, no, for skills and personality development, especially on the communication skills, banking on her long experience as a radio broadcaster. So let's welcome to the show my good friend Rowena Weng Diaz.
Good morning.
Okay, Weng. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning, Sir Boy, and good morning sa tanan nga mga listeners sang imong programa. I'm really very honored to be invited this morning.
Okay. So, Weng, kasi marami pong parang nagulat, no? Pati ako, frankly, nagulat ako sa naging projection ni Rabiya kasi nanood din ako no? Katulad po siguro lahat ng Pilipino halos nanood doon sa pageant, no? Sa pre-pageant, yung ilang nakalimutan ko na until the finals, no? Syempre dahil nakapasok siya sa final nung pumasok siya sa final 8 ba yun, lalong lumakas yung excitement ko rin, parang nag-cheering na rin buong pamilya na habang nanood tawag dito, lumulundag sa saya, no? Kuminsan hirap tayo sa Tagalog, no? But we were jumping with joy actually, no? And yung nga po nung during those suspenseful final moments na yung 5 na sila, no? Talagang tumaas na yung pag-asa namin, yung confidence level namin ay naging mataas na. So, Weng, kailan po ba nag-umpisa na nakipag-ugnay sa iyo si Rabiya Mateo as somebody wanting to improve herself?
She was actually introduced to me by Dennis Malyada. Dennis Malyada is her pageant walk coach. And she was introduced in the year 2016.
Okay.
When she is preparing herself for the school-based competition, and that is Miss Iloilo Doctors 2016.
Okay.
She won second runner-up because she was not really
second runner-up.
Yeah, she was not prepared really that time. The one who won is also my student and the reigning Miss Miss Teen Iloilo that time. So when she was introduced to me, I explained that she has to really hurdle and go through a complete package training program. And it must start from confidence building and then social graces, and then etiquette, PR, and then the last is the communication skills. So when she submitted herself to the training or to the lengthy modules that she has to go through, that was the time that we decided to fight her for the Miss Iloilo competition, to bid her for Miss Iloilo competition. But during that time, she was a teacher in one of the review centers in Manila. And we have to really make a very sensitive decision because she has to stop working. And the fact that she is the breadwinner of the family, she really has to decide whether to pursue with Miss Iloilo or to continue doing her professional practice in Manila. But Mr. Joboy Agriang came in to the circle of the team that we have, and then he promised that he's going to do everything he can, and then support of private people, and then to support her airfare, her allowance, and then some probably essentials that she will be needing for the competition. So that is actually the short span of the preparation for Miss Iloilo. But actually, the 2016 to 2019 preparation is a very tough one for her. Okay, so I am really expecting that Rabiya will be able to give her best and bring home the crown again from the international platform that she will be joining early next year.
When can you hear me?
Yeah. I think there is a technical
Okay,
slippage.
okay. Ang tanong ko is mula ng 2016, no, nung second runner-up siya sa Miss IDC, no, Iloilo Doctors College. Wala na ba siyang ibang competition na sinalihan?
No, she didn't join any competition, pageant competition after Iloilo Doctors. We immediately pursue or bid for Miss Iloilo. So
Okay, so this was in January.
January.
This year, no?
Yeah.
So kumbaga, nag-secret training lang siya, no? And she already had her eyes set on something bigger.
We just prepared her actually for whatever competition she wants to join. It so happened that there was an opportunity for Miss Iloilo Crown to represent Iloilo for national. So that was a very huge decision for everyone to get our act together and then repeat the training again to prepare her for Manila.
Aha. Okay, so bago po yan, gusto ko lang po batiin ang ating mga kaibigan na nandito na po. Kanina pa si Jimpy Presto, kanina pa yan, no? 9:31 pa lang, nandiyan na si Jimpy, no? So okay, yan. Congrats, Miss Universe Rabiya Mateo. Si Jerwin Rala, Rabiya, cute. Okay. Si Alu Nasuda, good morning po, no? At gusto ko rin po batiin si Angeli Gulingay, no? Angeli Gulingay who is also with us, no? Tinutulungan po tayo na ma-disseminate din ang ating live stream na ito para po mas marami po ang makapapanood at malaman po nila kung ano ba ang naging sikreto ni Rabiya. Because, no? I was watching that video na pinakita ko earlier, which was on June 4, 2017. That was 3 years and a half ago. So makikita nyo na kahit sa paggalaw-galaw niya, sa sayaw niya, at pati yung katawan niya parang hindi pa formado, no? So at that time, ilang taon na ba si Rabiya?
I think she was second year college at that time, taking up PT at Iloilo Doctors. I think mga ano siya, mga 18 or 19 years old.
Okay.
19, yeah. And
19. Okay.
mhm. And then when she joined the culminating activity, we encourage her to really go out of her shell and then
Mhm.
try the a bigger crowd. And
Mhm.
then when she approved, she practiced a few hours before the presentation, and then she was able to handle it graciously. But you will be able to see that there is a certain uncomfortable moves in there.
Yes, oh. Parang
Yeah,
may tentativeness, no? Parang
yeah,
duda pa siya sa sarili niya.
yeah,
Kung
yeah.
ano ng kamay niya, yung turn
Mm,
niya makikita mo, no? So, at least makikita ng mga viewers natin kung ano yung pagkaiba sa
mm,
Rabiya na nakita nila noong nakaraang November, kailan ba 'yun?
mm,
3 weeks ago, no? 3 weeks ago.
mm, mm.
So malaki yung pagkaiba, no? So, okay. So, fast forward tayo sa Miss Iloilo. Sa sinabi mo, at first, duda pa siya. Dahil hindi niya alam kung ano ang maging priority niya. Breadwinner nga siya, no? At may trabaho siya. At kung sasali siya, ay ibig sabihin, she will have to give up a lot, no? Siyempre, baka mahirap nang bumalik sa trabaho, no?
Mm.
Although I'm sure, after her reign, maraming kukuha sa kanya, no? For
Mhm.
films, no? For advertising, marami na yan, no? It really opened a big door for her, so to speak, no? So, sino bang, kaninong idea ba talaga na isali siya, no? O ipasalihin siya doon sa Miss Iloilo?
I was actually talking with Mr. Dennis Malyada and Tito Joboy. We
Mhm.
are actually deciding on way back 2019, before the Miss Iloilo, if we are going to send someone to compete for Miss Iloilo then. Because
Aha.
when we prepare for a beauty contest, we actually make sure that the lady that we are going to pick to bid for any title would really make it to the crown, would really win. We do not want to encourage a lady to join a beauty pageant and then the preparation is so hush-hush, and then the training is not really that prepared and complete, because I know that we will just be wasting money and we will just be wasting time for that. So when we decided to encourage and invite Rabiya for Miss Iloilo, she finally decided also to stop working then. But there
Mhm.
was already an initial talk that the logistic team, which is handled by Mr. Joboy Agriam, will really go out of their way and then support Rabia's needs, Rabia's essentials, from shoes to dress to airfare, plane tickets, allowances, and other needs. So it's actually the decision of Dennis Malyada, myself, and Mr. Joboy Agriam. And
Aha.
then the rest follows. Like
Ah.
for people who would like to be part of it, then it's okay, because we do not actually claim the exclusive training for her. I would like also to acknowledge the people around her who help her go through with the preparation for the competition. So if there are a lot of coaches who offer their services, then fine. I know that with a lot of people around her, she will be able to hurdle the things that she wants to overcome, especially for the international platform.
Mhm. Okay. So, nung nag-decide na siya na sumali sa Miss Iloilo, ano katagal ang pagpaghanda niya, ang preparation niya?
Now, it's really not long because um, uh, we just focus on three aspects of her preparation. First is the walking, because when you're able to really master the formula, you will be able to develop grace also, like stage deportment. You will be able to nurture your self-confidence on stage if you have that formula in you. In communication skills, it's not really that very difficult because Rabia is already a proficient girl. She is intelligent, so she can actually connect all the substance of the social issues. All issues pertaining to personal, social, political, economic, she can answer it actually. So
Mhm.
what I did is just to guide her on mind mapping, on focus, and
Mhm.
on delivery especially.
Mhm.
So she's so malambing. She's so the way she speaks is the up and down of the Ilonggo tune, like the melodious Ilonggo tone. So that is very very evident. There is an accent, and I agree that she has to really work on more on the intonation pattern of her English as of this time in preparation for Miss Universe International. So it's a very small concern, but these are the things that she needs to develop further: the intonation pattern and then the delivery. But in terms of substance, she already is aware of the things happening around her.
Okay. So, I will show you a few clips, no? Na mapapakita po yung mga pagpaghanda, yung preparation, yung talagang practice, practice, and practice na
Mm-hmm.
tinatawag ginawa ni Rabiya bilang pagpaghanda. And I assume this was in preparation for the Miss
Yeah.
Universe Philippines, no?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
ito po ang isa. Okay.
Okay. Tell me something that you dislike about yourself. I believe that it is me doubting myself in several times. I always think that I am not good enough. But because of people who I surround with, who see my potential, who reminds me that I am good enough to become successful and to make a stand, this makes me believe that I am someone, not just living my life for myself, but I am someone for a greater cause.
Okay, so here's
What do you get out of this pageant? It would be the priceless experience. Not every day you get to join Miss Iloilo and represent your municipality. And it allowed me to grow as a person. I believe that I'm a different Rabiya from the screening day to the Rabiya that is speaking in front of you right now. And it's because of the pressure and the challenges that come through my way that lead me to my best form right now. Thank you.
Okay, so yan no, example lang yan marami pa dito actually no, but we'll just stick to that. So kailan ba ito? Kailan ba ito Weng?
That was before she left for Manila, before the lockdown.
Mhm.
We have a few sessions before she left, and I actually made her a 150 cue cards, like
Mhm.
questions, possible questions that would be asked of her anywhere, like on the preliminary or on the final competition. And I told her that the moment you answer 90% of this bulk of questions, I told her that you will make it,
Mhm.
because these are questions that are really random,
Mhm.
questions that is not expected of anyone to be answered on stage, especially on pageants,
Mhm.
because the political questions in there are a bit of fact based. So if you are not familiar with facts about policies, like a bill or house bills, or say the proclamation of the president, if you are not familiar of all of these things, you will be put on a very difficult situation on stage. But
Mhm.
then she answered 90% of that,
Mhm.
and I was really very happy because in one way or another I was able to really help her hone her communication skills to not really maximum, but at least I have had a chance to really coach her and help her with her dreams.
Okay. So, yung question, no, yung final question which I think yun po talaga ang bumigay sa kanya ng kanyang pagkapanalo, no? And that was yung tanong sa kanya was if I remember correctly, who is the one person, no, living or dead, na kung bibigyan ka ng pagkakataon na gusto mong ilagay sa pera ng bansa, no? And I was amazed, no? I was amazed at how she answered that, and I applauded her no? At talagang pumalakpak ako nung sinabi niya na si Miriam Defensor Santiago, not just being an Ilongga, but because she stood for principles and ideas na dapat po bawat Pilipino ay hinahangaan po, no? So, was this part of the cue cards that you gave her?
Every time we talk about icon of excellence or a person who exude exemplary performance on anything, someone you idolized most, and someone you really considered to be a butterfly lady, that would be someone who is as strong as Miriam Defensor. She really likes the late senator, and she would always include Miriam in any question asked of her about exemplary people, icon. So it is very easy for her to thread her name to any question pertaining to being an idol and being an excellent person that she considers to be her her idol for anything. So Miriam really is a very prominent person in some of our discussions.
Okay, so and I'm very happy no na siyempre Ilongga si the late Senator Miriam nakakadagdag po 'yon ng dangal no ng ating pride for being Ilonggos no. So nung nandito na siya sa Metro Manila during the lockdown, wala na siyang trabaho.
No. She resigned actually sa review center. She can no longer consistently attend to the needs of her trainees. And I think to be very fair with the company, she has to make a decision. So that was a very, very strong turning point for her, because definitely she will just be dependent on support from people who are willing to help her go through with her needs in the competition.
Okay, so atong lockdown siyempre parang nailagay sa uncertainty no, yung walang kasiguraduhan na magkakaroon pa ng Miss Universe Philippines. In fact, akala nga ng iba hindi na matutuloy dahil sa mga quarantine restrictions. So, nasa isip pa rin ba ni Rabiya ng mga panahon na yon yung wala pang certainty no kung matutuloy pa ang pageant?
You know, what's good about her is even if she's not certain about the finality of the competition, especially the coronation night and the preliminary competition, she still continued asking help from people, like doing her pasarela consistently. If I am not around, she would seek help from other people nga komportable man siya, and they would seek their assistance for the Q&A, so that she will just consistently do the exercise any time of the day, anywhere. Because we would always advise her that wherever you are, you just have to ask yourself any question and then just answer it yourself, anywhere, any sulok or any place. Basta wala siyang trabaho, she just have to do her practice on walking and then asked herself a question. So parang nagiging nagiging routine na niya. And then can you just imagine that kahit sa kalye o kahit sa bahay, she would still continue practicing even if she's not sure when the coronation night is. So there is really a very definite goal. May distinct focus siya that she's going to bring home the crown to Iloilo.
Actually, sa yung preliminaries, no, hindi pa masyado stand out, no, ang dating niya sa akin, no. Maganda siya, magaling siya, pero kumbaga sa ilang candidation, siguro mailagay ko siya sa top 15, no. Pero hindi pa ako sigurado na may pag-asa siya na mananalo siya. But on the finals, no, parang umiba, no? Parang nag-transform si Rabiya. Would you also share that observation?
I have also noticed that. And the thing that probably considered to be an ace for her during the preliminaries is that she was an underdog. She really didn't give it all. And then when the final night and then the coronation night was already, she was already preparing for that. I think she already have a game plan in her mind, and that is ready to be executed that night.
Okay.
Yeah. So usually when we do the training, the only thing that we advise for her before our trainee would leave for any competition, because I don't watch the coronation usually. I don't attend any coronation of my tutees or my trainees, because sometimes I'm so nervous, and then sometimes they are so conscious that I am watching. So I'll just leave and then monitor the competition. So our advice usually is just enter the top 5, and then you try to bring out the best in you in the different contest categories, and get at least 1, 2, 3 ranking from the different contest categories. In swimsuit, you have to be at least number 3 or 4. You just play up with that level. In gown, you have to enter 1, 2, 3, 4. Or in casual wear, 1, 2, 3, 4. Talent, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I would advise her like that. And then the moment that the percentage breakdown is back to 0, or say cumulative or whatever, wait until the candidate opens her mouth. Because when we are very sure of her bid, we know that the moment that the question will be asked, I know that she will be able to make it, because she is really prepared. And the way she answers, and then the substance is already there, and then all you have to do is to bring out the conviction in you and the power of your voice. I think the judges will be able to really stop for a while and then look at you and then reconsider a crown for that special lady. So I think she got it. The game plan is really surefire, and then a perfect formula for her.
Aha. So, nung umpisa na, nung nasa Baguio na sila, no? Were you still in constant communication through Zoom or video messenger? Para yung mga last minute instructions, so to speak.
No, because this is our the thing that is very clear in my mind, Sir Boy, is that I finished Rabiya's training before the lockdown. And then it was already clear that she will be endorsed to Aces and Queens. Aces and Queens will be the one to take care of her needs there in Manila.
Okay.
And then Aces and Queens will provide Rabiya and the rest of the trainees of their runway coaches, and then their com skills coaches. So it's okay with me. For as long as I was part of that journey of hers, it's okay with us. So, but what I am happy about, together with our Iloilo team, is that we actually honed her, and we allow her to grow, and then we saw her develop her personality into what she is now. So it's okay with us that there are people in Manila who are so enthusiastic about training her also, and that added to the whole ingredients of winning. And then after which Sergio Boy, I know that when she wins MUP, which she won, she will be endorsed again to MUP, the Miss Universe Philippines. And the Miss Universe Philippines will be the one to prepare her for the international bid. So
Okay.
I'm happy. There are camps that are really working hard for the development of Rabiya. Local team, Manila team, and then the international team.
Okay. So, aside from Rabiya, were there other girls, women before na dumaan din sa inyong personality development center na sumali din sa ganito mga competitions and nanalo?
Actually, we sent Angeli Golingay way back but I would say that during that time, she was not very prepared physically. She has a very lean, very slim body. Then if you want to join a national competition, your body should have a very voluptuous physique. Like you have to have your breast should be a little bit of 36 or 35, and then your waist must be 24 or 25, and then your hips must be a little bit of 36 or 35. So
Mhm.
Angeli's vital statistics that time is about 33, and then 20, 25, and then 34. So may meron short na na statistics. So we told her that I think you have to prepare more.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
so what we did is, because we are not really very conscious about bringing the girls to Manila. We are just very focused on honing the girls to be a holistic individual, from attitude to social graces to communication skills, a little of that, and then to confidence building. So if she decides to go to Manila, good. If you want to help us, okay. So
Mhm.
if you want to consider other coaches, okay, it's okay, no
Mhm.
problem. So by the way, Sir Boy, also a part of the team is Junji Candelario. He also played a very important role in bringing out the best in Rabia's elegance and
Mhm.
overall physical impact. All the gowns and the other essentials on the wardrobe was prepared by Junji and also
Mhm.
Ram Silva.
Mhm, mhm.
Mhm.
So talagang kasi pumapasok sa isip ko katulad ng ikinuwento mo na, may mga tao talaga na nagkumbinsi kay Rabiya 'no, katulad sa kaibigan natin si Joboy Agriam 'no, who is the publisher of, Cream Magazine, diyan sa Iloilo. Matagal ko nang kasama sa media, kumpare ko, Mr. Joboy Agriam 'no. Pare kumusta ka diyan 'no, sa Iloilo 'no? So, yung pumasok ko sa isip ko, Weng 'no, yung case ni Rabia is that it takes a community, no? Buong Iloilo. It takes a community to produce somebody like Rabia. Would you say that that is an accurate observation?
Yes, that is really very correct. You cannot survive the competition if you work alone, or if your team is very limited to your group, or you just choose people you are comfortable with. Even if people who you feel uncomfortable with, these are people who can also give their share in sharing the resources, logistics, support, moral support to you. So we actually encourage her to just get all the support given to you openly, with an open heart, because it's really very hard to sustain the needs of a national competition. It's very expensive. So I cannot just imagine our local team handling Rabia alone before she left for Manila. I don't think so we can handle it. There must be other people who can actually extend the resources for her. So it takes a huge community to bring out the best of one candidate and then bring home the crown, because she was helped by all of these kind people around her.
Mhm. Okay. Now, before Rabia, napakatagal na, no? In fact, so many people do not even remember her, no? Pero back in the 60s, isa sa mga naunang Miss Philippines Universe ay Ilongga, no? Si
Yeah,
Miss
huh?
Louis Vale, no?
Louis
At
Vale. Yeah.
yeah, si Louis Vale. And talagang malaking ano ito sa mga Ilonggo ay source of pride, no? Source of honor na after ilang dekada na, 60s ba, over half a century, no?
50,
Uh,
50 plus.
50 plus, no? Half a century ago pa na nagkaroon ng Miss Philippines Universe pa noon no? Kasi yung Miss Philippines, iba-ibang kategory ngayon, Miss Universe Philippines, no? So this is the first time after about 50 years na merong Ilongga na
Mhm.
nanalo bilang Miss Universe Philippines. So do you expect that more Ilongga beauties will now aspire to become another Rabiya in the next few years?
Um, um, my realization is this: when we send ladies for Miss Iloilo or for Miss Dinagyang or for other regional competition, I always advise pageant handlers to already consider the standards and the qualities needed for nationals. Do not just pick anyone who just want to join a pageant because they just want to be popular or they just want to join, because you will just be wasting time and money if you are not sure about bringing that girl and then make sure that she make it and win the title. That is why my plan, together with Tito Joboy and then Dennis and then our talent coach Ariana, Junji, and then Benji, and if some people would be interested to join us, we will be scouting for Ilongga who are enthusiastic and hopefuls to be beauty queens in the future. We will train them free. We will train them for free, and then we will hone their capacities. And if they are ready, we are going to endorse her to the national competition,
Aha,
because
aha.
it takes one training center to really take care of ladies with dream to be queens. It cannot be learned in 2 months or in 3 months. It is actually a process. It's just like learning something. It's a curriculum that you have to go through, and you have to undergo evaluation, understanding your preparation, and then understanding your overall self-esteem and self-appreciation before you decide to join a beauty competition. There are a lot of concerns. There are a lot of elements that you need to consider before joining.
Aha. Okay. So, ang nakikita ko rin kay Rabiya, and I think ito po ang pagkakaiba. This is the big difference from ordinary people and winners, champions,
Mhm.
queens, no? And that is character, yung nasa loob. And one thing is determination, yung willingness to work hard, no?
Mhm.
To endure, no? Eh, si Rabia, nakita natin yan, no? So, sa palagay mo kaya, when you talk to a person, hindi lamang po babae, kasi yung program mo is not just for potential beauty queens. I know that it can be a man or woman or even children na gustong magkaroon ng ganung training, no, sa personality development. So makikita mo ba kung nasa tao yung what it takes na tinatawag, kung ano yung kailangan upang magtagumpay?
Um, um, there are certain questions asked of her or of him. I have questions on personality tests and then communication tests. And then I would determine if the person is very strong in visuals, strong in aesthetics or auditory, or strong in kinesthetics. Because I understand sometimes that there are candidates, despite preparation, will not make it in the Q&A because she doesn't know how to go through with the answers, even if she was trained so hard. It's because that her power is more of visuals. She can explain, and she can actually give me an answer by just sketching and then drawing. Or there are some people who are very strong in auditory but very poor in kinesthetics. So in the communication skills tools exams and then the personality test, you will be able to determine that this person has a very strong possibility to become a a confident one and a person who would really be successful in the future by the way she answers the questions.
Mhm. And
So
did you see that? Did you see
yeah,
that in Rabia way back in 2016?
yeah. Rabia's evaluation is only through auditory. I just listened to her, and then I just evaluated her train of thought and choices of language or the words that she is using. So I have problems with her in terms of the pitch. Her pitch, it's a little bit high, and sometimes it's not very good to the ears.
Matigil.
Like,
Parang
yeah,
matigil ang sa ilo.
oo. Parang it's
Oh.
parang ganon. So we did undergo a voice development because it's a very strenuous one, and she needs a vocal coach to do that, just to convert her voice into a lyric tone. Because men have baritone voice. Women have lyric voice. But Rabiya is a little bit higher than the lyric. So it's a little bit shrill, and she has to a little bit pull it down, and she needs a vocal coach to do that. And we were not able to touch that. But in terms of substance, I can see with her determination to win, kay gahambal gid na siya, palagi nang sinasabi, every time we meet, I will win, Miss Weng. Ipapanalo ko ito. And then I'm just watching and then looking at her. Are you sure? And then, do you think we can make it? Ay, papanalo ko ito. Tinitingnan ko ulit siya. Ano pa kayang problema na gagawin dito para ma-enhance pa rin pa yung personalidad niya? And then when she went to Manila, that was already the turning point. Because aces and queens really did their work well. They transformed Rabiya again into someone that is considered to be Latina beauty, and then her skin glows, her face parang meron ng contour dito, parang meron na siyang well-defined na mga lines sa mukha niya. So I think meron talagang tao na makikita mo sa umpisa pa lang na meron siyang future on anything.
Okay, that's very good, no? And I think this should encourage, no? This should inspire mas nakaraming, hindi lamang po mga babae, kundi pati kahit sino po, no, na gustong magtagumpay sa buhay. Ay ang isang magandang leksyon dito is never let your poverty be an obstacle. Because can you tell us, did Rabiya articulate her, she came from a broken and poor family. When you first met her, na parang bang did it reduce or lessen her confidence in herself at the start?
She was very open when during our first meetings. Like, she told me like, Ma'am, Miss Weng, yung mama ko lang nagsusupport sa amin. And then I do modelings para, yung modeling stints niya, para na yung kita niya sa modeling, gagamitin niya yon para ibili ng kung anong pangangailangan nila. Then I was asking, is it enough? Like, kaya ba ng modeling fee mo na i-support ka? So, nagtatrabaho naman si mama niya. But it's not really that substantial to really give what they want. Probably the things that they need po pwede. So, she's very open. And then when she opened up that her father left them when she was a little bit young, like 3 years old, 3 or 5. So, and then she told me, nahiya daw siya mag-approach sa akin dahil wala daw siyang ibabayad. And then sabi ko sa kanya, am I asking you to pay me? All you have to do is to discern and make a decision if you want to learn. And then if you want my help. And then let us start from there. Then I told her, for as long as you have the dream, for as long as you have the drive, then I can help you out. Kasi Tito Boy, almost half of my trainees in beauty pageants, I don't ask money. I train them for free, for as long as you want. So sabi ko, well, I may not be able to gain from here, but there are some good parents who would pay me on their children's program. So I will just bawi in some other clients. But
Mhm.
just tell me, I appreciate that you are telling me that you do not have money to spend for this, because I just want you to tell me that you need my help, and that's it.
Okay, that's very nice. No, that's very nice.
Mhm.
So, when Rowena Diaz, thank you very much. No, but before we go, can you just tell us kung ano yung mga courses, no, na that your center offers to people, no, young and old?
I actually opened the Speech and Personality Development Center way back in 2005. But then I went to Bangkok to do my consultancies, so I stopped for a while. But I reopened it actually 2 years or 2.5 years ago. So the training courses are categorized to 3 levels, like kids, teens, and then adults. And then the curriculum that we offer is more of confidence building, like personality development, communication skills. I have coaches in modeling 101, and then newscasting curriculum or program. And then we have basic program on dance also. We have coaches who are handling that. And then side by side with our personality development, we also have soft skills training program for companies or organizations. So right now, I am handling a few big companies in Western Visayas in the soft skills program. And I would like to encourage you or invite you to keep in touch in Soft Skills Management Consulting Facebook account, and then try to inquire on the specific needs that you want, and also parents. So when COVID is over, I encourage you to keep in touch with us. I think we can help. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Okay, so thank you very much again, Miss Rowena Diaz ng Rowena Diaz Speech and Personality Development Center. Magandang araw po sa iyo, Weng, and sa inyo dyan sa Iloilo. Thank you very
Thank you
much.
so much. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So, yun po mga kaibigan, ang isa sa mga pillars, no, isang poste na nasa likod ni Miss Rabiya Mateo na nakatulong sa kanya sa umpisa kasi yung nga kulang pa sa confidence, kulang pa yung mga skills niya at hindi pa pwede ipaglaban, no, sa big league, so to speak. So kinailangan talaga na dumaan siya sa isang mahabang proseso, no, na pag-training para po talagang ma-sharpen, no, ma-polish yung kanyang iba't ibang mga aspects of her personality, including her communication skills, which is very important, ang the way, yung confidence niya, yung sa sarili niya, because confidence, no, talaga pong nakikita yan, no, sa mga nanonood, pagtingin pa lang sa iyo, kahit na hindi ka pa nabukas ng bibig mo, ay malalaman na ng nanonood kung magaling ka o may puno ka ng talent. So, ito po ang kauna-unahan nating live stream na meron tayong live interview, and we will do this more often. Bukas po sa aking Facebook page, no, magiging guest ko ang aking kaibigan na si Romel Inyon at pag-usapan natin doon ay musika. We will talk about his music because Romel Inyon ay just over a year ago ay hindi talaga marunong kumanta ito. Subalit, katulad po ni Rabiya, binuhos niya ang kanyang sarili po para matuto upang develop ang kanyang singing voice, at ngayon po ay dami niya nang na-record na mga kanta, yung original Filipino music, no, original OPM, original Filipino music po. Bukas mo yan, no, araw ng linggo, November 22, 2020. Doon naman po yan sa Facebook page ko na Manuel Boy Mejorada. So hanggang dito na lang tayo sa araw ng Sabado. Ako po muli si Manuel Boy Mejorada on Coffee Break by Manuel Mejorada Podcast. Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat.